Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's story is one that has shaken the Turkish celebrity scene and captured the attention of audiences everywhere. The unfolding saga of Cenk Torun, Mahessine Marebet, and the questions surrounding his marriage to Torun. If you love following the most intriguing stories behind the headlines, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the join button below to support our work. Now, let's dive deep into every twist and turn of this story. The calm before the storm. For years, Cenk Torun has been a familiar figure in Turkish television. Known for his work in hit dramas and his polished on-screen presence, Cenk built a reputation as both a talented actor and a devoted husband to Torun. Their marriage had long been admired by fans as a picture of stability in an industry often marked by fleeting romances and headlines about breakups. However, beneath this image of marital harmony, whispers of tension began to circulate in industry circles late last year. Nothing was confirmed, and both Cenk and Nurcais maintained a dignified silence, attending public events side by side and keeping private matters away from cameras. The emergence of a new name. Everything changed when the name Mahessine Marebet surfaced in entertainment columns. Mahessine, a rising public figure known for her elegant style and growing influence in the fashion and arts community, had crossed paths with Cenk at a charity gala in Istanbul several months ago. At first, their interaction appeared to be nothing more than two prominent personalities supporting a common cause. But in the age of social media, even the smallest gestures are magnified. Attendees noticed how naturally they seemed to converse, and photographs of them sharing a laugh during the event began circulating online, giving rise to the first round of speculation. A social media post that ignited the fire. Speculation turned into headlines when Cenk Torun posted a photo on his official social media account earlier this month. The image itself was harmless, a scenic sunset over the Bosphorus, accompanied by a caption that shocked fans and reporters alike. Mahessine Marebet, the only woman I would marry. Within minutes, screenshots spread across Twitter, Instagram, and entertainment forums. The statement was bold, heartfelt, and impossible to ignore, especially given that Cenk was still publicly recognized as married to Torun. The media machine went into overdrive. Tabloids printed headlines in bold type: Cenk Torun declares his love for Mahessine Marebet. Fans of Cenk and Nurcais demanded clarification, while supporters of Mahessine defended her, insisting the post may have been misunderstood. A storm of questions. The post left many wondering, was Cenk implying a separation from Nurcais that had not yet been announced? Was his statement a spontaneous confession of admiration, or a declaration signaling a major change in his personal life? Rumors swirled about disagreements within the Torun household. Entertainment talk shows invited analysts to speculate, some suggesting that the marriage had been under quiet strain for months, others insisting that the social media post might have been intended as poetry or a metaphor rather than a literal promise. Mahessine breaks her silence. Amid the frenzy, Mahessine Marebet finally spoke up. In a brief but carefully worded statement to a leading magazine, she said, "Cenk is a very special friend to me. It surprised me to see these feelings expressed in this way. However, for now, we are just close friends." Her choice of words calmed some tensions while raising new questions. Was her response an attempt to downplay a budding romance? Or was it simply an honest statement from someone suddenly thrust into the center of a media storm she did not invite? The public's reaction. Fans were divided. Some applauded Cenk for expressing his emotions openly, describing it as a rare moment of vulnerability from a celebrity often perceived as reserved. Others criticized him for making such a statement while still legally married, viewing it as disrespectful toward Nurcais. On social media, hashtags like #CenkMahessine and #RespectForNurcais trended simultaneously, reflecting the divided sentiment of the public. Comment sections on entertainment sites were flooded with thousands of messages debating whether Cenk's words were romantic or reckless. Insights from friends and industry insiders. Sources close to the couple provided discreet hints to the press. Some insiders claimed that Cenk and Nurcais had been living apart for a while, though no official separation had been announced. A longtime colleague of Cenk, speaking anonymously, stated, "Cenk has always been private about his personal life. If he chose to share that message publicly, it means his feelings are serious. But I also know he never intended to hurt anyone. Meanwhile, acquaintances of Mahessine described her as genuinely caught off guard by the sudden surge of attention. A friend of hers remarked, "Mahessine never sought this spotlight. She respects Cenk, but she values her privacy even more." The role of the press. The relentless media attention surrounding the story reflects the deep fascination the public holds for celebrity relationships. Television talk shows replayed the screenshot of Cenk's post countless times, dissecting every word of the caption as if it were a coded message. Columnists debated whether the incident highlighted a larger cultural shift in how public figures handle their private relationships in the digital age. Some argued that celebrities must adapt to the reality that even a single sentence online can reshape public perception overnight. Torun's quiet response. Throughout the turmoil, Torun has chosen silence. Despite intense interest from reporters and persistent questions from the public, she has neither issued a statement nor commented on her husband's post. Her dignified discretion has earned her praise from many observers, who see her composure as an example of strength and grace under public pressure. Yet, her silence also leaves room for further speculation about the current state of the marriage. A meeting that added fuel to the fire. Several days after the controversy began, paparazzi photographs surfaced showing Cenk Torun and Mahessine Marebet leaving a private art exhibition in Istanbul. The two appeared cordial, dressed elegantly, and were reportedly accompanied by mutual friends. Although there was nothing overtly romantic in their behavior, the images only fueled the public's curiosity. Some tabloids framed the outing as confirmation of a growing closeness, while others reminded readers that attending a public cultural event together does not necessarily imply a romantic involvement. Social media analysis. In an era where every detail is scrutinized, fans began combing through old posts on both Cenk's and Mahessine's accounts, searching for hidden messages or subtle signs of interaction, likes, brief comments, or similar locations tagged around the same dates. Fan-created timelines emerged online, charting every known sighting and interaction between the two over the past several months. These posts, though unverified, spread widely and contributed to the ongoing narrative. What's next for the trio? As of now, there has been no official announcement about the status of Cenk and Torun's marriage. Neither has there been confirmation of a romantic relationship between Cenk and Mahessine. Industry experts predict that the story will continue to evolve, especially if either party decides to address the matter more openly. For the moment, all three individuals remain in the public eye, each dealing with the circumstances in their own way, Cenk focusing on upcoming acting projects, Mahessine keeping a low profile in her fashion ventures, and Nurjais maintaining her silence. A story that captured a nation. What began as a single unexpected caption beneath a serene sunset photo has spiraled into one of the most talked about celebrity stories of the year in Turkey. It highlights the unpredictable power of social media, where one line of text can upend reputations, spark debates about loyalty and friendship, and keep millions of people glued to their screens. The saga of Cenk Torun, Mahessine Marebet, and Nurjais Torun is far from over, and it continues to raise questions about the balance between private emotions and public image. Closing thoughts. This story reminds us that behind the glitz of television sets and red carpets lie very human stories of affection, conflict, and vulnerability. Cenk's candid words, Mahessine's measured response, and Nurjais' dignified silence have together painted a picture more compelling than any scripted drama. We will continue to follow every development with care and respect, bringing you verified updates as they emerge. Until then, what do you think? Was Cenk's declaration a brave act of honesty, or an impulsive statement made without considering the consequences? Do you believe Mahessine's assurance that they are just close friends, or do you suspect there is more beneath the surface? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this in-depth coverage, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the join button to support our reporting. Your engagement allows us to keep telling the stories that shape the celebrity world you love to follow. Thank you so much for watching our video. We'll see you in the next one. Take care, and goodbye.